before. We absolutely love and adore her. She had a really good couple weeks ago. That's the main reason we're talking to, and we just like talking to her. So back on the show, Natalie Kutzli. Hey, Natalie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Are you on your phone?
Yes, I am.
Can you go sideways with it?
Yeah. Is this good?
Nope. It didn't go. Maybe you have it locked. It's okay. You can go straight up and down.
Let me fix it real quick.
My fault. I should have told you that off there. My fault. There you go. You're good.
Cool.
Awesome. How are you, friend?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. We are very, very blessed over here. I have a lot of stuff for you, but please take me to Serbia. Like, that's where we want to go first. If I could ask, how did the competition come to be? Like, how did you get? Is that something you have to get invited to, or like try out to go fight over there?
Yeah. It's by invitation. So James Gray, the head coach of Scorpion Fighting System, my coach, and he's also the coach of Team USA. So he can kind of like, he has to go through like a series of board members to see who can be like selected on the team.
Okay.
And then I was selected after that fight I had recently at Island Fights. And it was kind of, yeah, it was a good fight. It was kind of a gamble picking me because I'm 2-0, so I'm still really new.
Yeah.
And since it could be like, you know, there are professional fighters there. Like, I fought a professional fighter for the championship and things like that.
Real quick, I was just going to add, that was one of my questions. So there could be amateurs versus pros in this.
Yes, but it's all amateur rules.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's kind of like a gamble picking me. Like, they didn't know like how I would, you know, do or like fare. And yeah, I came up and I showed out. So it was great.
When you say showed out, what can you give the people who haven't seen, and we can make this into what was the results? What happened at the very end?
So my first fight, I won a TKO within the first round. It was pretty quick.
That's good.
Yeah, it was great. And then my second fight, I made it actually through the entire fight, but I won every single round.
Okay.
And she was a professional fighter from Poland. She's been training for 4 years, and it was the toughest challenge I've had yet. In the circle, in the ring, and stuff like that. It was amazing. It was so much fun.
So with those wins, you won this competition, right?
Yeah. So those 2 wins made me win. So technically, I'm a world champion now for UWW. So that's pretty wild to say out loud, but yeah.
Natalie, you're a world champion, okay? So
yeah.
the next time I'll see you, I'll dap you up, shake your hand, be like, "Hey, world champ, how are you? You know, how's the life going?" Is it being funny like that? But in all seriousness, have anything changed? Has your confidence changed? Has your inner scoreboard have changed? You're like, whoa, okay, this is maybe you thought this 4 months ago as well, but now winning that, are you like, Dave, I'm going to be in the UFC in 38 months. Like, this is really, really happening.
Well, so like, it's kind of crazy because in the beginning of the year, like, I had a weird start to like my MMA like career, because I was going to have a fight a year ago, but then I popped my rib cartilage. So I couldn't fight, and then I was like recovering for a long time, and then it's just like for that year I was like, I felt like an imposter. I was like, I trained so much, I worked so hard, but like I haven't had my fight yet, and I did keep calling myself this. And just after winning this tournament and like all the other credentials I've gotten like this year, like being 4-0 now, I won the Arnold's in jiu-jitsu this year, and just like after getting like those credentials, I'm like, okay, like I'm exactly like who I say I am, you know? So it feels really good just to see all my training, like, you know, come true, and all my hard work, you know, it's great.
I love it. Yeah. Do you remember like in 7th grade, you know, like a basketball game or bingo game? Remember your last loss? I don't remember you losing, Natalie. You just keep winning stuff. You win fights, win jits. You just keep winning. That's a good thing. Keep that going. I want to go back to Serbia real quick. I do have another question, kind of pro and all that stuff. I saw like videos of it. It did look, am I wrong? It seemed like it was a flat mat and then it was a circle. Like, that's what it was. It was like a circular thing, but it was no cage or ropes at all, right?
Right. It was really a unique experience. I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Like, when you like would take people down or like get them outside of the circle, if you could hold them in a dominant like position, you would start in the center in that position. So like if you like, you know, did well with that, you know, like for example, like I was in side control and they put me in the center in side control, I was like, perfect. Like she has nowhere to go. So yeah, I really enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, no, it was great. I really liked being on the mat. It was fun.
So now you've done this mat circular thing. You've done a square with ropes at Island Fights multiple times. I've been lucky enough to call those fights for you. Of course, octagon and cage. Is it at the end of the day, it's combat sports, punching, kicking, grappling? Is it all the same, or is there you felt different highs and lows of different fighting types, arenas, so say?
That's an interesting question. With the boxing ring and like the cages and stuff, like it's nice because you can like corner them and like, get like your inside body shots and things like that.
Sure.
But like the ring generalship is still the same. Like they can't step out of the circle and things like that. So I just kind of like referred back to like what I did in my other fights was like I just tried to control the center and like if I just kind of corralled them the best I could, and then if they couldn't do anything, we'd just restart. But I definitely prefer the like enclosed like cage more, just because you can like get takedowns and stuff like that a little bit easier. But yeah.
So I've been commenting for Island Fights for a long time, and Island Fights, they have amateur shows and pro shows. It's wild. I don't know if you know this or follow them. Saturday is an amateur show, and then literally 5-6 days later on that Friday is a pro show in Biloxi. So they have amateur to pro like that. I've been to one night that they have amateurs on the prelims and pros on the main card. And I think it's wild. Probably some promoters are going to be super upset at me saying this. I think it's wild that commentators can be paid. The people that are selling popcorn can get paid. Everyone there is working, getting paid. But if you're an amateur mixed martial artist, you don't get paid. You are fighting, you're doing everything, training camps, all that stuff. But, particularly for that night, you're not getting paid. Of course, when you turn pro and up, all that gets paid off. But have you thought about, especially defeating a pro in Serbia, have you got that itch? Did you fly home and you're like, okay, I'm kind of ready for this? Or are you happy a little bit longer in the amateur arena?
I just want to get as many fights as I can. So I'm happy being an amateur right now, though being a pro does sound amazing. I do want to just fight as many people as I can, different styles, and just like kind of get my resume up with that.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to have amazing sponsors back home who just like, want me to succeed and just go as far as I can. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. And yeah.
But do you have any kind of like game plan or a map of probably the next 6 months, year and a half? Do you have in your head or in your soul, like, hey, Dave, maybe by 2027, I definitely want to be pro? Or are you just very open and see wherever life takes you?
I would like to be pro like within a year and a half for sure. That would be the plan. But like in the meantime, like since I'm not injured or anything like that, like I haven't really taken any serious damage. I just want to stay as active as I can. But for now, I'm going to like enjoy the holidays and get my weight down because I want my next fight to be at 135. So,
right. I was going to say, Island Fights can't fly you there. You can't make it there Saturday. Little catch weight. We can't make this happen.
No, not this time.
How are you feeling, honestly, from the, fighting? Did you fight twice in the same day? Was it very close? Like, was it multiple days off or?
So the first day I got there, I didn't have a fight, which was nice because I got to like recover and things like that.
Grounded,
yeah. And then the second day I had a fight, and then the third day I had a fight.
Okay.
So the day to day. But the first fight I had, it was like 30 seconds, so it wasn't like quite as long. But the second fight, I definitely I felt it the next day. Like my legs, it's always my foot and my shin that just get destroyed just because of those like kicks.
Because Natalie, you're the one that's doing the kicking. How do they feel? They're getting kicked by your foot and your shin. That hurts.
You should have seen my shin the next day. That thing was huge. I had a giant lump on it. It was black and blue. It was not good.
Yeah, that's so funny. You're like, oh, my shin. Because look at that person, that poor young woman is, her rib is broken right now. But crazy. But how was it? I know you said you had a kind of day there. Did you get time to, visit, so say, or kind of I would assume that was the first time you being ever to Serbia?
Yeah, it was the first time I've been to Serbia. We got to walk around and explore the shops and things like that.
Yeah.
Here and there, and that was really cool. The food there was cool. I kept accidentally getting different variations of Hot Pockets. I didn't mean to.
Sounds good.
I mean, it was good, but I wanted a burger, but then they gave me this chicken and pesto thing, which is amazing, but it was wrapped up like a Hot Pocket, and I was like, okay. And I asked for a sandwich, and it was just a chicken cordon bleu, and I was like, okay, that's good, but I keep getting Hot Pockets everywhere I go.
maybe it's a Serbia thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Serbia's into hot pockets, I guess.
I guess so.
All the fighters I talked to, probably their underlining best thing that before they got into the sport and got into this lifestyle, the thing that they're like, wow, is amazing that people don't talk about enough is kind of what you just did, the travel. Like Jillian said, she's fought in 3 different countries before, and everything that she goes, like, if you're a banker or a teacher, which those are amazing things, you wouldn't be able to travel like that and still work and get paid and all that stuff. So I think that's so cool that you still so young that you can travel to Serbia. That's amazing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's another one too for UWW. They're going to, I think, like Kazakhstan. I think that's the next one that I want to try to go to do
like
that.
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Yeah, would be cool.
That is cool. I like it. Okay. Couple fun newer things. One, have you seen do you watch kind of the UFC week by week, or are you in this MMA sphere of seeing and hearing things that's going on?
Sometimes I'm not like super into this. Is one thing that I really need to work on is like watching it more. But the thing is, this is the biggest reason why is because on Sunday we have Sunday practice from 9 to 11, and I want to get enough sleep so I can do well on Sunday practice. So it just kind of like stops me from watching it. But I watch like highlights and things like that.
Okay. Well, Elle just kind of came in the green room. Let me get Elle in, and then sorry, Elle, you're in. You're in.
I was like still getting my notes together. I was like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
All good. We're finishing up with Natalie, and then we'll go into everything. But now, what I was getting at, did you see or hear anything about the whole betting scandal that's going on in the UFC right now?
No, I didn't.
So, okay. Over the weekend, there was a big fight. There was a fight on the card, and this guy was 7-1. Really, good mixed martial artist. Some weird, wonky things, like major bets went against him, and also for him to lose in the first round. He did lose in the first round, so now like everyone's freaking out. I guess FBI is involved and gaming's involved. I just like, what's your have you ever bet on mixed martial arts? Is that not are you not in that scene at all?
No, I'm not. I don't like losing, so I don't want to do something that'll make me lose.
Yeah, it's.
Respect that.
Her last loss was the 7th grade in basketball. We just talked about it. She hasn't lost in 10 years. Natalie doesn't know how to lose.
I mean, keep it rolling, girl.
Yeah, it's a good skill. It's good.
I'll try my best. Yeah.
Do you like, when you were talking about like kind of getting maybe more in the space, do you like this? Do you like podcasting or commentating, or kind of do you like this side of it? Because it's so wild how, to me, the UFC, so much of the fight game has become this. Almost all the big fighters, Sugar Sean O'Malley and Demetrius Johnson, everyone has like podcasts, and all the fighters, even in the UFC, they're still on ESPN doing all like the post-fight shows. Does that side of it interest you at all in the future?
Oh, I think that's amazing. I think it's so cool. My coach again, James Gray, he has a podcast also. So it's just like everywhere around me, people are podcasting. I think that's just such a great thing. And it would be so cool just to like hear people's stories and just like, chat them up and stuff. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you have anything for Natalie?
I don't know what you guys talked about, so I don't want to, but no, it's great to see you again, girl.
Thank you. You too.
Looking forward to watching you fight again for sure.
Elle, she's a world champion now. She went to Serbia, beat 2 girls up. She's a world champ. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff.
Traveling the world already, girl. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Elle, it's such an underrated part about what fighters do, about how you guys can get paid to travel and to see things you probably wouldn't have seen if you're a post lady or a garbage. You know what I mean? That's just they don't get that. It's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah, it's the coolest. I've always wanted to, like, 2 things, like, growing up. I've always wanted to be a professional athlete, and I've always wanted to travel. So finding MMA is like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. Those are both of the things, if I can do it.
When you said about athlete, what other things did you do when you were younger that you thought maybe, I would assume when you were 8 years old, maybe you weren't thinking you were going to be the next Ronda Rousey? Did you have any other dreams of athletic, when you were younger? Other sports?
Oh, yeah. Sports for my entire life. Like any sport that you can name, I've done. Even in college, I've done a few random seasons. Like I did a season of soccer in college too. Okay. Not a lot of people know that. I did a season of soccer. I wrestled, I did track in college, and then they needed me for a cross country meet because they needed one other person to make it to conference. So I ran that too. So just like anywhere and everywhere, I've done it. But growing up, Taekwondo, it was my biggest thing ever, and I was 100% committed to that. until I got to high school. And then my coach told me, he was like, hey, you need to pick a sport that'll get you a scholarship, because Taekwondo, it won't do it, So then I picked up a discus, and I could chuck it really far. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I got almost a full ride for that for college. And then my coach wasn't too good, so then I wrestled and things like that. You guys know that story.
I didn't know you threw discus, so one of my friends is a Olympian in discus. Yeah,
so
such an impressive sport. The technique is really incredible.
Well, that's why I think like sometimes like with these body shots, like we were doing body shots on like Monday morning, and I was just ripping them, and I was like, this is exactly like a discus throw. So it's just cool how like all these sports are like translating to MMA. Because MMA is the ultimate sport. It's all of them combined. So I think it's just amazing that like each part of my life has been like kind of like collectively preparing me for this. So it's pretty cool.
Outside of mixed martial arts, or any kind of combat sport, what's your favorite sport outside of combat sports?
Outside of combat sports?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Even to do or even to watch. Yeah. Now you're older, even if you're not doing anything else, like, do you love watching soccer now or play soccer, or is there another sport that like interests you?
I would say either basketball or soccer. Those two are really fun. I really like playing basketball a lot.
You a Caitlin Clark fan?
Yeah, she's cool. She's the coolest.
I got a t-shirt of Caitlin Clark. I got 2 daughters, and one of them is pretty good at basketball. She's super, super young, and I'm like, darling, this could be the next Caitlin Clark. Like, this could be it. He's it.
Awesome. That's great.
The future.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, or actually week and a half, Valentina Shevchenko, the flyweight champion. Wei Li was the strawweight champion, and Natalie went black on us.
The signal's been so weird.
I know.
She kept freezing on Sunday too. It's been strange.
Maybe she had a phone call. Some football dude. Oh, there's Natalie. She's back. Back.
I don't know what happened about that.
Tell that person, will you call her and call him back?
What is going on with SG in the comment section? Are you okay, buddy?
SG's all right. What I was saying, Wei Li's moving up in weight. New York City, UFC 322. Probably one of the best fights in female history. Wei Li and Valentina, I would just love your 2 cents, your take on this fight.
I mean, Shevchenko's amazing. I really look at her a lot, especially just like her style and things like that. I'm rooting for her all the way. I just think it'll be a great fight. It'll be amazing.
Do you predict that she will get the job done?
That's the plan. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. I like it. Look at that prediction. So they could cut that up. That's a post right there. Man. Well, Natalie, it's always great talking to you. It's awesome. There's 2 island fights back to back. Your name actually jokingly came up. I was like, guys, we're having 2 island fight shows. No Natalie Kutzli on this. I know she just won a world championship in Serbia, but come on, can we make this happen? What are we doing? But what is next? If you had like a perfect date in your head to fight next, circle that calendar on us for?
Oh, like January, February. Like I said, I'm just trying to get that weight down, and then have my next fight at 135. So, I don't want to cut as much as I did for the second fight. That was kind of a big cut. I cut 11 pounds. That was crazy for me.
And what sort of time? Like the couple days before, or the whole camp?
It was no, like the day before. Like I woke up and I was 151.6, and I know. And then my coach was like, all right, let's get to cutting. And then I don't know, like, if you looked closely, like, at my face-off picture, but, like, my cheeks were so sunken in. Like, when I showed up for weigh-ins, I was, like, my mouth was dry. Like, my face was, like, I looked like my cornerman, Bo, he told me, he made, like, a joke or whatever, and he called me Nat Skellington, because just my cheeks were just so sunken in. It was ridiculous.
Damn, that's a good one. You didn't even tell us that in the interview. Dude, you were also so cool. Like, you did some content for us beforehand. You were amazing. Usually when someone does it,
I was like trying, like my lips kept getting stuck to my teeth. It was so embarrassing.
Oh my goodness, dude. Well, you're the best, Natalie.
The like dry stickiness.
Yeah, it was not good.
Well, dude, you're an absolute stud. World champion. Hopefully we'll see you in January, February in another island fights. We can't wait.
Sounds amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. You're the best, Natalie. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. The world champion, Natalie Kutzli. What a stud.
Before you